touchdown. She hit the line on the far side, and the Rebels win.
Stopping! He connects! Rebels with their first lead of the night.
And the Andover Huskies are your section champion.
Good evening and welcome to Champlin Park. Season opener for the Rebels. Girls Hoops here on QCTV. They take on the 1-0 Edina Hornets. Steve Thomas along with Joe Rulin, and we're going to find out what Champlin Park has this season in the opener here at home.
11-9 last season, graduated 3 seniors, so they have a lot of experience, and the coaches are ready to see what the Rebels have as well. Meanwhile, for Edina, 5-14 last season, but meanwhile, they've jumped out with their first win, a convincing one over Mounds View already this season.
Yeah, they were able to steamroll Mounds View, and they got balanced scoring in that opening win. 17 points from Dorothy Stotts. She'll be in the starting lineup. Ella Campbell had 14 of that. Abby Richter had 10 off the bench. Camilla Thorson had 12, so 4 players in double figures. So very good balance for Edina and a good sign in the opener. And here's her starters, Joe.
The lineup is going to be Abby Grusing, followed by Isa Nelson, Ella Campbell, Dorothy Stotts. She's one of their best outside shooters. And then Cordelia Fleming will be the other forward starting. A team that plays a lot of man-to-man defensively. And meanwhile, the head coach is Jamie Gard Chapman. She is in her 3rd season as head coach of Edina, was an assistant for about 15 years previous.
Yeah, now the Rebels are their crutch, the head coach. And here's how the Rebels are going to go tonight. Nicole Lillard, Ava Holman, Michaela Kuntz, Izzy John, and Alicia Bates. And you look at the size, the Rebels do have good size. It'll be very interesting to see how they play in this game. I know they scrimmage and practice and play against each other, but this is for real tonight. And I'm always fascinated, Joe, how teams respond in the season opener.
And I always enjoy watching teams that play man-to-man, because that, to me, demonstrates some confidence in that team. And, Champlin head coaches, along that piece, very excited about that talent. And Coach Crutch, who came here from Chanhassen, has said we're going to drop into a 1-2-2, but it's not a resting zone. It's a trapping zone. So they're just as active defensively when they're in that 1-2-2 as they are man-to-man.
So we're just about ready to go here tonight. 18 minutes on the clock here in the first half. Season opener, the Rebels and the Hornets tonight from Champlin Park. Lillard, Holman, Kuntz, John, and Bates for the Rebels again. Grusing, Nelson, Campbell, Stotts, and Fleming. We have a veteran officiating crew and a pretty good crowd here on a Tuesday night, Joe. Final day of November, a long way to go. And a year ago, it was a scramble as we got started after the new year, and we're still able to get state tournaments in. More of a normal rhythm to this 21-22 campaign as we get started tonight. And jumping it up for Edina is Fleming, and for Champlin Park was John. And the Hornets win it, and they'll bring it into the front court in their road white here tonight. Fleming
Champlin
on the
Park
wing.
in that man-to-man to begin with.
Fleming gets it back on the outside. Now they go cross court into the corner. Ruling drives in, puts up his shot, bounces around, and drops. She has her first bucket of the night, 2-0 Edina.
Members roll there for Grusing, 3 points in the season outing for her last year.
They get it down on the block, shut off by John. She had a good look, just a little strong. Edina quickly down the floor. They set it up on the wing. Here's Stotts. Stotts to the top. Over on the right, it's Nelson. Down the lane, lost the handle, gives it up, and then it goes out of bounds off Champlin Park. I think it was tipped away by Michaela Kuntz.
And Grusing has some pretty good size, 5'10", as that point guard, and she moves it around the perimeter. That time crashed the boards and created a possession, extended expansion there for Edina.
Edina the early lead, a minute in. They get it on the inbound of the block. Little fadeaway off, no good. Shot put up there by Campbell. Rebound to John. Outlet ahead. Lillard up and in.
Nice job of cashing in on that transition bucket. It's Holman who gets the first 2 of the season for the Rebels. Nice job of running the complete court.
2-2. Holman the bucket off the feed from Lillard. Now it's Campbell, gives it up. This is Stotts, loses the handle. Can the Rebels grab it? And they do, and now that's tied up. No, a reach-in foul. First foul of the game is going to go on the Hornets. Isn't Ellison, the junior, 5'9".
Looked like they were going to get a trap. Time on the Rebels, and thought they were going to catch Mel there, but they were allowed her to escape with that foul whistle on Edina.
And they're going to whistle that foul against Campbell. Here's the Rebels into the front court. Kuntz down in the corner. They swing it over to the right. Back on top. Kuntz puts it on the floor. Drives to the block. Fade away. Up. Bounces in. Tough shot. She hit it. Rebels have the lead.
Hey, Kuntz last year averaged 11 points a game.
Stotts fakes the 3. Drives in, and it's stolen away by the Rebels. On the break the other way. Run down by Lillard in the corner, and then it's tipped into the bench by our fellow number 1, Gruz Singh. Champlin Park's going to hang on, and Kuntz is going to inbound in front of the Hornets bench.
Edina comes out, and they're tough man-to-man as well. There you can see the pressure. When you get to that corner, it's dangerous. It's almost like another trap.
Bates on top. Lavender shoes, drives in. Nice move, misses shot. Rebound comes down to Stotts. Stotts for the Hornets to the top, swings it out on the right. Nelson now back in the middle, off on the left, almost knocked away. Holman, bump, no foul. Shot put up, no good by Campbell. Rebound to the Rebels. Running the floor, Holman tries to give it up on the wing. And it knocked away and goes out of bounds. Rebels are going to hang on.
Yeah, Edina tried to step in front of that pass. In fact, that was Fleming, but she stepped on the sideline and whistled there for the turnover and back to the Rebels.
Kuntz, the senior, inbounds. And now it's Bate, fellow senior, swings it over to the left. Lillard drives in, runner up, too strong, no good. Rebound hauled in by Fleming. He's going to give it up to Campbell. Campbell drives into the block, stops. Now she'll give it up, left to the key, and that's a travel. Good job defensively there by Ava Holman. He tied her up and forced the travel on Gruz Singh.
Wholesale changes, at least 3 new players in for Edina. 23, 22. The 23 is Thorson, 22 is Fairbanks. And I believe it's a post player that also just got into the game.
Here's Lillard, drives in, tough shot. That was blocked away. And the rebound comes the other way for the Hornets. Here's Fairbanks. Fairbanks loses the handle. Picked up by the Rebels. Kuntz gives it up. This is Holman. Holman down the lane. Tries to go to the corner, and it's tipped away by Fairbanks for Edina. So Fairbanks gets back into the play, knocks it out of bounds, and the Rebels will reset with a 4-2 lead.
Hey,
14:39 to go first half.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of what the players dribbling with their head down or into a spot that could be a trap, of just capitalizing on that part of the court.
Natalie Warwin into the game, drives into the paint, almost got tied up, swings it out. Here's Izzy John, she loses it, and then we got a foul. And we'll see who the foul's against. And it is going to go against Warwa. That'll be her first of the game since coming off the bench. Team fouls even at 1 apiece. Down to the ball, trailing 4-2. Sluggish start for both. This is an Ellison out on top. All right, to the key. Fleming gives it up. Fairbanks now down in the corner. Shot by Richter, no. Rebound to the Rebels. And here comes Champlin Park. Driving in, over to the far corner. Out on top. Kuntz from the free throw line, missed it. Rebound grab by the Hornets. I'll try and get it going in transition. Back to the middle, Fleming. Now off to the left, Fairbanks. She almost lost it, and then a player falls down, and they call a bump on Kuntz, and she's like, I wasn't anywhere near her when she fell down. So
it took a while for that, apparently for that trip to kick in, no pun intended.
Yeah.
And so
that's a tough call.
That it is. But now bringing back in some of the starters, getting some rotation, and is Edina early. A lot of players mixing in.
Richter, Campbell, Thorson still out there. Stotts. Campbell out on the left. There's Richter. Gives it up. And driving in was Campbell and got fouled. She's going to get 2 here. That'll be the 3rd on the Rebels.
I'll tell you, from what I could tell, originally those who are dribbling beyond or just outside the perimeter for Edina, all pretty good ball handlers. Confident to be able to kind of do some crossovers behind the back and create some separation off that dribble. And it's been pretty impressive so far. All of them at about 5'10", 5'11".
Foul on Warwer, her second, since coming off the bench. She'll sit down. And one more free throw attempt for Campbell. Makes them both.
Campbell last year averaged almost 10 points a game.
It is. Scoreboard says 5-4. It should be 4-4, I believe. I don't remember Champlin Park hitting a free throw. But they're going to get an opportunity right here with Michaela Kuntz.
You got it also for Campbell. She was second on the team in scoring when they went over Mountains View with 14.
Ball goes on Indiana. And now they've got the scoreboard right at 4-4.
See, now they're back to 5-4.
Yeah. So
you shouldn't have said anything. Just left it. I'm just.
Well, look, I don't want people to think, that I'm not paying attention. So I want to at least once a night show people that I'm paying attention.
That's
one more
it.
for Kuntz, and that would give the Rebels a 6-4 lead. That one off the side of the rim, no good. She has 3 points to lead Champlin Park, and they're up 5-4. Right down the lane, Campbell had it blocked away. Good play. Good defensive play by Champlin Park, and Lillard, she got back, got the arm up, gets the block. Edina's going to hang on to the ball. Sitting down is going to be Thorson.
Man, that was a beautiful block. Just purely out of great footwork and perfect positioning.
Down in the corner, Campbell gets it further inside, knocked away. Good D there. Jaden Spann, the sophomore, in transition. They can't get a shot away. Holman swings it over. This is Bates. Shot put up, no good. Down in the corner, it is Bates. Nice look, missed shot. Rebound put up, no. Right back up, no, and finally Edina. So Champlin Park, a lot of second chance. Now Edina in transition the other way. Shot put up and off by Fullerton, but she'll get free throws.
Foul's going to go against number 32, Bates, of the Rebels. But I did like, even though it didn't result in a bucket, I enjoyed that ball movement, the rotation by the Rebels. They had several opportunities, but just couldn't quite close the deal. And on the transition, Edina able to draw the foul. And as he mentioned at the line, number 13 is Fullerton.
Marin Fullerton, 5'6" guard, senior. On the score sheet, we're tied at 5.
I like that graphic on the scoring below Edina in that Christmas green. And
that's really
Champlin
nice.
Park. Well done.
Taylor Johnson and the crew working overtime, putting that touch in there. It looks good. So Fullerton hits them both, 6'5" Edina. Seesaw battle early. Both teams struggling from the field at this point. Out on the wing, we got a collision. They tried to get Holman, scramble on the deck. Holman comes out of there, and we're going to get a foul on Edina. And the foul is going to go against Dylan Deal, Ella Campbell. It's on Campbell.
Absolutely.
Her second.
Some of that poor shooting is probably due to a lot man-to-man D by both of these teams. Great footwork. They're getting in front of the shooter and disrupting.
Holman one way, back the other way, gets the layup. Nice move. Holman went right, then left. all the way to the hole. She has 4. 7-6 Rebels. Got in white down in the corner. Campbell further out, now driving. Rusing tried to get it handed off, and then it's knocked out of bounds. And that was Fullerton who couldn't handle it. Turnover in Edina. And now we have timeout on the floor. 12:02 to go in this first half, and Champlin Park leads it 7-6. No team able to get an upper hand so far in this one.
Well, and Edina led by just 2 points, 31-29 in their win over Moundsview. Last week, first game of the season, I had asked head coach Chapman why that was. What did she see differently? She goes, it really just took a lot of our players some reps and getting into the routine and the feel of that offense. I had mentioned before, hey, both teams are coming in with a lot of underclassmen. Just 3 graduates from both of these squads who are no longer on the team and on elsewhere. So I think they're all kind of getting that feel. Some of them are starting, but also getting that feel and knocking their rust off in the first game or 2 of the season.
Kunst inbound in the backcourt. Bates waiting, and she has it. 12 to go. Half number 1. Rebels and Navy down to our right here on QCTV. There's Holman to the free throw line. Span back to Holman. She had to fight for it. And now she'll reset on top and hand it off again to Bates. Kind of guarding the perimeter. Now outside. Here's Lillard. 3 off, no good. Rebound fought for and grabbed out of there by Holman. Back on top. Kuntz off the glass, no good. And a rebound grabbed by the Hornets and Fleming. Into the front court they come. Nelson on the wing. Now it's Fullerton. Hands it off, driving in. Stotts. Good ball movement by Edina. That look off. Kuntz on the break. Down the lane to the hole, put it up, got bumped, no call. Rebound to the Rebels, and now Lillard outside. Trying to force it in. It's tipped away by Edina. Hornets in transition. Stotts back to the top. They work the perimeter. With the ball, it's Stotts again. Stotts into the paint, all the way to the hole, put it up below the rim, no good. And the rebound grab by Bates. Bates the other way for the Rebels, goes in, put it up and in. Falling down, hit the shot. She has 2, and the Rebels extend their lead to 3.
Found that balance point as she was falling out of bounds to at least put it off the square and in.
And we have a timeout. Head coach Jamie Chapman wants to talk it over as the Rebels get their big lead to the game. They've led by 2, now it's 3. But this is just seeing an opportunity and taking it.
Yeah, she exploded into the lane and closed it up. Nice. And that 3-point lead here for the Rebels. Speaking with Chapman also, I didn't know she actually played tennis in college at Gus Davis Adolphus. Played some high school basketball at Edina, and said, hey, when she finished up at Gus Davis, she goes, I really had a passion for basketball, knew the existing coach, and just studied everything for 14, 15 years she was there, and really continued the culture and the approach to the game, made that easy. So that's the history. Meanwhile, for Champlin Park, 3rd year, and Coach Crutch joins us from Chanhassen, where he spent a few years down there having some success, and said the same thing. Hey, I want the girls to be working hard, man-to-man, 1-2-2, and we can create some great opportunities as a result, but we need to see what we have here in these first couple of games.
Yeah, and so far tonight, I think both teams have been strong defensively and really been able to get after it. It's just shots haven't been falling so far for either team. 9-6 Rebels. Edina the ball out of the timeout called by their head coach, Jamie Chapman. And here we go in the back court. Nelson gets it into the middle. This is Fleming. Now it's Fairbanks. Over in the right corner, a little runner, too far, too strong, off the hand of Richter. comes Holman, goes in, loses a handle out of bounds, will hang on.
Well,
the officials are letting him play.
They really are.
4-3, and there could be more fouls than that in the team foul category.
Again, Holman on the transition. She's got 4 points, but she has been active, bringing the ball up, kicking it out, moving it around, and really, so far, one that has kind of stood out from the others. John also made a nice defensive play on that last drive on the lane, or along the lane by Edina. She came over to disrupt what looked like was going to be a layup.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what they got together to talk about. Was there a foul on that play on Nelson? They didn't call a foul. That they say Nelson got it cleanly and knocked it out of bounds. Here's Holman on top for the Rebels. Works to the right, hands it off to Kuntz, and a bump there. And that's going to go on Fairbanks, the junior. And that'll be her first.
Coach
and
Crutch,
the fourth on Edina.
You bet. We said it's going to take a couple of 2-3 games to kind of see what you have, but you can see that Crutch has to really like what he sees from Holman already, the sophomore. She's taking the lead.
Kuntz down the lane, missed the layup, and it's grabbed by Fairbanks. Here come the Hornets. Fairbanks sets up on the left, gets it further out on top. They swing it around the perimeter. Nice look inside. Right back to the wing left. Here's Nelson. The drive and the bucket. It bounced and fell. 9-8. Edina back within one.
I thought she was going to tee that up for 3, but she took a couple of dribbles and got it to the lane, and a nice generous roll.
Nelson, her first points of the game. She had 6 in the season opener. Her Rebels have it knocked away. That was Ava Holman along the baseline, had it knocked away by the Hornets, and the Rebels are going to hang on. And we have a line change for Edina. Just kidding. Switch to defensive pair. And on the inbound, Kuntz. Now it's Lillard on the perimeter as they swing it around. Holman on the left. Kuntz wants to drive. Gets it out on the right side. Here's Bates. Shot no good. Rebound Kuntz. Tough board with one hand. Grabbed it near the free throw line. Keeps her dribble alive. And now the Rebels right back to the outside. Bates drives in, drew the foul. Well, she's not afraid to attack the hoop. We've seen that.
Yeah, she lunges towards that hoop but draws the foul, and we'll pick up a couple from the charity stripe.
An invaluable skill to get to the free throw line. And the foul is going to go on Fairbanks, her second, 5th on Edina. They lead the team foul battle 5-4. At the line, Bates misses the first. She has 2 points. The Rebels still up by 1.
Couple of substitutions there for Edina. Heading back in is Ella Campbell.
One more for Bates. She got that. Rebels 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and they lead by 2. Edina quickly into the front court. 3 ball. Stotts, no. Rebound on the weak side to Holman. She'll bring it up the floor. On the left, Bates puts it on the floor. Drives in off the glass. No. Rebound tapped around. Grabbed by the Rebels. That was John. Kuntz on top, missed the runner, and the rebound to Grusing. So hand it off, driving in, Thorson. All right, back out on top, 3 ball on the way. Campbell, no. Rebound, Lillard. Gets it to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to bring it into the front court. Out in the corner, Holman, too long. And the rebound trapped down by the block. And on that alternate possession, Edina's going to get it.
Rebels continue, as do the Hornets. Here's a look at this rebound. Now here, look at this position. Smaller player. Look how well she's sealed off. I've been so impressed with Lillard. She moves her feet, gets in the spot. She was outsized by 6 inches. Thanks for showing that again. Taylor and crew in the truck that's just something, hey, as a smaller player myself, but Lillard just is in the right
drives
spot.
In, missed the shot, but jump ball called, and the Rebels are going to hang on to it. And the Rebels have had some looks inside. They just haven't been able to cash in. Here's another example of that. But she was able to tie it up and The Rebels have
Sometimes
it.
it's a matter as a player, just kind of slowing things down in your head and your brain, and also getting that second wind. And I think that's why you've seen numerous substitutions as well by crutches, just to kind of get that wind, regroup, get a deep breath, and get into that next gear.
Down to the block, John outside. Mel's shot rattles around out, no good. Rebound, John up, no, but drew the foul. And that's another example of a lot of good looks inside. They haven't fallen so far. And John will go to the line.
Izzy John, good position. Look, gets turns, good position. Just the foul draws. He'll get a couple of free throw opportunities. Obviously, her brother's Theo John, and Theo John going to Duke. What an experience. Theo John playing his final year of college basketball under Coach K in his final season. Duke University. That was a heck of a game against Gonzaga the other night.
Yeah, Theo, great career here at Champlin Park. That one no good. She has a point. Rebels by 3. That equals their big lead. Here come the Hornets. 7:20 to go in the half. They get it outside. Quick 3-ball on the way. Stotts gets it.
Oh, that's their outside shooter. They have a couple of them, but the coaches said, hey, that's one of our keys. Reason she had 17 in their season opener win. Dorothy Stotts stops, pops, and hits 3. She's on her way to the Coast Guard Academy next year.
There's a shot inside, partially blocked off John. Fairbanks swings it out into the corner. Now they work it near side. Fairbanks 3, no. Rebound hauled in by Holman. And she'll outlet to Bates. Bates sets up on the left, back to Holman in the corner along the baseline. Goes across to Mel. On top, Lillard. That 3-ball down deep and rattles out.
They've had like 5 of those here in the first half. Halfway down and back out again. They're getting great looks, good ball rotation.
Tried to get it to Stotts down on the block. And it's tipped away alertly by Bates for Champlin Park. And now the Rebels are going to sub in.
Just got to keep telling them, stay with the process. You're getting our looks. We'll go to second half. They're getting squared up. But Edina right now has it evened up at 11-11.
Fleming off to the right. Now they get it down to the block. Good defense there. Richter had it knocked away, but a little too good as Richter gets fouled. That'll be the 5th on the Rebels. And the foul is going to go on Lillard, her first.
Richter, 5'11" sophomore.
On the inbound in the corner, it's Fleming. Now to the outside. Fairbanks down the lane. Off the glass. No. Spins out and the rebound, Holman.
That was a nice move. She saw the lane, took it, left-hand shot. Just
Holman
rimmed
behind
it
the
out.
back. Down low, Lillard. Back to Holman, right corner. That rattles around and drops. 3-pointer off the rim, off the glass, and down. Shooter's touch there for Holman. She has 7 to lead the way for the Rebels. Here's Fairbanks 3. No easy rebound, Lillard. Here come the Rebels again, up by 3. Looking for more. Off the elbow. Lillard spins away to Kuntz on the block. Shot no good. Rebound Edina. In transition, it's Nelson. Nelson down the lane. Puts it off. No good. Rebound to the Hornets. Off no good, but a foul. Richter will go to the line.
I think Nelson also knew that she had Richter on the other side and a size advantage, and just was kind of out of control, threw that ball off the glass, but Richter was in that right spot and got the follow up, drew the foul.
Foul's going to go on Izzy John. Her first. Team fouls even at 6. Bonus free throws aroused to the way. Right here, Richter's going to get 2. First is down. And Richter 2 of 3 from the line, 2 points.
Returning for Edina here is Fairbanks and also, I believe, is Stotts. No, excuse me, number 13, Fullerton.
Richter, perfect on both. 14-13 Rebels ball. Lillard on the floor, into the paint, to the hole. Got the block.
I like to play for Lillard. Wow.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
Rebels
explosive.
not afraid to take it to the hoop. And the foul's going to be called on Marin Fullerton, a senior. And she was going to get 2 anyway, but that's the 17th foul on Edina. Later in the game, a foul, no points yet. And she gets her first point right there. 15-13 Rebels.
NBN, nothing but net.
That one sneaks over the front of the rim. And the Rebels back up by 3, equaling their big lead. 9-6, 14-11, 16-13. Down the lane, left-handed layup, too strong, no good. That shot put up by Campbell. Champlin parked the other way. Kuntz, left baseline, jumper, no. Rebound hauled in by the Hornets, Fairbanks. Thorson. Right into the paint, put up a shot, no, drew the block. And that's going to be called on Ashley Mell, a senior, getting some minutes off the bench.
She knew she had her by half a step and just banged the shoulder right into her, drew the contact and the foul. And right now, Edina shooting those charity stripes pretty well.
Scoreboard says 15-13. I still think it's 16-13. I'm going to stick with that for the moment. Could be wrong. It's the first game of the season. Edina nets her 14th point there. And the made free throw. That'll be one more for Thorson. First point of the game right there.
Looks like in right now is Mariah Pates.
And that one is good. Board says 15-15. We'll see about that later. Here's John over to the right.
Just a correct point there. 16-15 now.
Yeah.
You're right.
See, second time tonight. I think that's the second time I've been right in one day in my entire life.
Well,
Joe.
in one half also.
Yeah, how about that? Now they've adjusted it to 17-15. I don't think that's right either.
That's put you over the top.
Yeah.
That has put you over the top.
I'm going to just stop. Here's Lillard. And now Bates for the Rebels. Now they've got it 16-15. We can move on. There's Kuntz to the block. Got bumped. Put up a shot. No good. Could have called a foul there.
That was a pretty hard bump.
Richter hands it off right down the lane, all the way to the hole, laying it up and in. Good driving bucket by Fullerton.
That was
and now
impressive.
Edina has the lead.
Boy, she saw the seam and she exploded through the lane.
She has 4. The other way, Bates. Now John. Back inside, tipped away. Good D by Edina. That was Fleming knocking it away, and then Kuntz steals it away for the Rebels. Michaela Kuntz, lob down to the block. Lillard catches, now backs it out. Off to the left, Bates. Tried to drive, she'll try the 3. High arcing shot, no. And the easy board there for Stotts. Stotts almost loses the handle, and then it's knocked away by John. Good
job by John.
Yeah.
Trailing on that play. Otherwise, it was a wide open 3 sitting there for Thorson on that kick-out pass. But John came back and deflected that and went off the hand also of Edina.
Now, a little secret. I'm not giving the guys in the truck a hard time. That scoreboard that you see on your screen is driven by the scoreboard in the arena. So by no means am I taking shots at anybody in our truck tonight. that is all. No, I promise I'm not. I'm taking shots at the scoreboard operator. But also adding the caveat that it is game 1 of the season. And
It is. Well, I'm going to be going down at halftime to that scores table to get what I can for updates on stats. And I'll make sure I communicate to them.
No.
Your quasi. But no, I will not.
Yeah, say
Jim Erickson.
Say Jim Erickson is complaining about
Erickson is pulling his hair out. He is just all over the place on the scoring. So it's quite a quandary.
All right, Edina gets the ball back. Up by 1. Both teams in the bonus, 17 fouls. Edina fell behind by 3. They've scored 4 in a row, and they turn it over. Grabbed by Bates. Outlet ahead, Lillard inside, put a shot up, drew the foul. Well, they keep taking it right in there, and that foul is going to be charged on Nelson. That'll be her first, 8th on Edina. Watch it. takes it right inside.
I like that mindset. Just get it in there. She got her elbow kind of into the shoulder, and forcing Nelson to foul.
Willard to miss. And she'll get one more. Chance to tie here. Just under 3 to go in the half. That one much better. And she is 3 of 4 from the line. Tied at 17. Hornets front court. Here to our left in white. On top. Campbell. Shot, no. Rebound, Bates. Almost dribbled it out of bounds. Good job to stay in. Lillard, wing right. The good catch. Now they get it to the block. John gives it up to the cutter. Holman.
Holman with 9, and I'll tell you, she's been so active without the ball. She's created some great opportunities. Nice pass by John.
Dinah works it inside. Campbell double team. Back out. Here's Stotts with another 3. She has 6. 20-19.
Pop and stops with their second 3, and those are good-looking threes.
That one thrown away. Here comes Edina on the break, running the floor, getting the bucket. Off the feet is Stotts. She has quickly 8 points. As Joe mentioned earlier, it's 17 in the season opening win over Mounds View. Hornets up by 3. That's their big lead. Under 2 to go in the half. Lillard into John, off her hands, out of bounds. The double team came and she felt it, and it went out of bounds. She couldn't handle it. Coaches are going to change it up with 1:43 to go in the half. On the inbound is Campbell in the backcourt for Edina. You see her there.
Champlin Park made a real focus on trying to get that ball inside the Johns, and she's been making some nice passes and creating some opportunities. Meanwhile, Edina, they've been outside the perimeter, knocking it down in transition points.
8 in a row for the Hornets. They lead by 6. Kuntz drives in, runner good! Drew the foul, and a chance for a 3-point play. Well, things have really picked up here late in the half.
Okay, everyone's starting to finally get in that zone, and Kuntz that time, she has had a tough first half. 3-point shots, some of those short bunnies in the lane. She stuck with it and has an and-one opportunity here.
That was called on Fullerton. She gets a 3-point play.
They pull out Fullerton so she doesn't pick up her third here with 1:21 to go for Edina.
25-22.
Fairbanks jumps back in for the Hornets.
Big 3-point play for the Rebels a moment ago. This is Stotts. Fairbanks now tries the 3. No. Rebound ripped down by Kuntz. Coming up on 1 to go in the half. To the free throw line. Double team comes. Is able to force it out. Mells drives. Back to Kuntz right side. Had that tipped away by Fairbanks. She'll pick it up. Nice feed on the run. And the foul against Stotts. Boy, good transition ball by Edina. And a terrific feed by Fairbanks.
It really was. I thought maybe Stotts was going to try to get one more pass in there, all alone on that opposite lane.
Ball's going to go on Bates, her second. 18 foul on the Rebels. And it's Stotts leading the way with 8 points. Trying to make it 9. We have 3 players with 8.
And Edina's really starting to feel that 3. And that combined with several transition buckets or fouls that have led to free throws. They've been capitalizing. A 3-point game and really trying to beat Champlin Park down the court.
She has 9, trying to be the first player in the game with double figures. And Stotts gets them both, and there it is, 10 points, 27-22. Edina back up by 5. Their big lead was 6.
Stotts last season had averaged 7 points a game for Edina. Her high was 21.
Holman into Kuntz, missed the shot. Rebound ripped down by Grusing. Outlet on the wing. Here's Stotts again. At the elbow, Fairbanks fell down. She got tied up over there with Kuntz and fell down, no call. And with 29.3, the Rebels are going to get it back down by 5.
Boy, you can tell that Stotts is a facilitator. She gets everyone into that game, keeps the dribble alive. If she's not hitting threes, she's trying to distribute dimes.
Junior Nicole Lillard out on the wing toward Kuntz, knocked away. I don't think coach is going to have any problem with that. Jamie Gard-Chapman's got to be thrilled. That defense knocking away, make him reset. 17.3 to go. And they get it to Lillard again, way out on the perimeter. He's being hounded there. Jump by Richter. Kuntz, left of the lane. Further out, Mel's three, got it! Big three ball for Ashley Mel. 27-25. Then it puts up a shot, it won't fall. And it's a 2-point game at halftime. The Edina Hornets leading the Champlin Park Rebels 27-25. Dorothy Stotts leads away with 10 points. And Ava Holman leading the way for Champlin Park with 9 so far in the ballgame. Even Stevens so far.
And the Rebels are starting to heat it up from behind the three. It was Mel with a 3 and then Holman with one of her own, 2 of their last 3. And I think they're all ready to get after the second half. They're starting to feel more comfortable with their shot and their play at the end of the first half.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with half number 2 in a moment here on QCTV and QCTV.org.
Starting in the spring and running through the fall, there is a colorful bunch of folks who meet every Tuesday morning at a location called Mau's Corner. This truly is a rural area in Isanti County, north of Anoka, Minnesota. And it's farm country, and people who live up here, they like it here. And lots of them are buyers and sellers of all kinds of things. And early Tuesday mornings, they show up at a flea market and old-fashioned country auction. As it turns out, a lot of these people know each other. They are regulars. But anybody is welcome to stop by, and it is a friendly crowd. They all have one person in common, and that is the guy that runs the show, auctioneer Tony Elfelt. Tony is the guy that does the fast talking, and he is very good at it. What makes Tony the auctioneer unique is he is also Tony the attorney. He thinks the two professions have a lot in common.
There are very few attorney auctioneers in the country. There are some. I don't really think it's that odd. I'm a personal injury lawyer, so that means I stand up in court and I talk in front of judges and juries, and I stand on the trailer and I sell antiques and collectibles in front of people. So public speaking is required in both. So there's a lot of similarities there. I'm selling too. Here at the auction, I sell goods and items to people, and in the courtroom, I sell ideas and theories to people.
Okay. Good morning. There you are. Thank you for coming. Hi, Russell.
This is something I always wanted to do since I was a little boy, going to auctions out in Benson and Appleton, Minnesota with my grandparents and my mom and dad. I didn't actually learn how to do it until 2005 when I went to auction school in Iowa. And it's just become a weekly event now.
Gary Doer, who lives nearby, is always there.
I come because I have a lot of stuff to get rid of. Like everybody else, most of the people here are buyers and sellers, most of them. Because a lot of people buy, like this gentleman here, he likes to sell stuff, but he likes to buy stuff too. You can't sell it if you don't buy it. I've never missed a Tuesday. I'm probably the only one out of everybody here. I've never missed a Tuesday.
Joe Mao owns the property, and he gets a kick out of hosting the weekly event on his property.
It's kind of like a big party, you know. It's actually a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
We do cleanouts for people that have passed away or moving, going to retirement home, and sometimes we do everything. Sometimes we do just some stuff. It just depends. And a lot of people like this. That is one person's stuff. This is another person's stuff. And sometimes people bring a little bit. Sometimes they bring a lot. All this is from one person's house, and this is the third time we've brought stuff from their house, and now their house is empty.
What's the most interesting thing you've ever bought?
Boy, that's a tough question. You never know. It's like we have some teeth up there.
It's pretty interesting to see what people will bring. And
we've even sold some animals here. So it can be just about anything. Bones, I've sold some bones that are kind of strange. We've had some things that are really sleepers where people don't really know what they are, and turns out somebody buys them for a small amount of money and sells them for a lot of money.
And then there is Walt Heller of St. Francis, who's a real character.
Still got a good dinger.
Where'd you get that?
An auction someplace.
He tells amazing stories about his time in the Air Force in World War II. When Walt's kids were young, they had horses, so he built a big barn. Well, the horses and kids are long gone, and Walt has filled the barn with all kinds of items he buys at auctions like Mao's Corner.
So I put together this 10-speed bicycle with a lawnmower, and I found out it don't work too good on 10 speeds. You got to go slow, otherwise it skips too much. Hummels and things in here. This is a nice little machine. I just don't know what it is. I got one here that's a electric trolley motor. Got a cigarette lighter in it. I got this in Germany. This is an automatic wash machine. It works very good in the old days. We don't use them much anymore. This was for starting fires in the fireplace. What can you do? I just decided, well, if I go to a few auctions, pick up a few things, I can put them in the stalls here. This could work out. So I've been doing that ever since. So that's what the barn is. Well, just for example, like that lawnmower over there, and this wheelchair and things like that come up at auction, and that old trunk I was showing you in there. This stuff comes up, and you never know what it's worth. You buy it, and I'm what they call a cheap screw. I don't pay very much for stuff, and I make the best of it. And it's just interesting life. And then I have these garage sales like this, and people come by, and this looks like a museum, but it's really stuff for sale. They like that. They say, hey, you're right. And I said, well, most people have garage sales, and 20 minutes you see it all and go. And I said, this one here, you can spend a couple hours and you still haven't seen it. So.
They don't have auctions like this in the big city, and it's nice to see all these old things being recycled and repurposed. Maybe Fred Rogers of PBS said it best. Often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Why couldn't the Wait, heard about the scarecrow who won an award? He was outstanding in his field.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Half number 2 coming up, season opener for Champlin Park. They're hosting 1-0 Edina. Hornets lead it 27-25 at the half. Leading score, Dorothy Stotts with 10. Leading the Rebels, Ava Holman with 9. Edina's going to have the ball to start half number 2. In white in the front court down to our right. And here we go. These teams really heated it up. It was a struggle, but their shooting touch much, much better on both ends of the floor late in the half. The rebound got going. Edina works it inside. Right-handed shot put up and in. And that is Campbell. Campbell has 4. And Edina back up 29-25. 4-point lead. Their big lead is 6.
They came out with an emphasis on trying to get it inside, and she was able to capitalize. Campbell.
Lillard inside, can't hit the shot. And the rebound to Edina. Champlin Park missed a lot of shots inside of 5 or 6 feet. And then it's a turnover by Edina as they throw it away down in the corner, and that is a break for Champlin Park as they get it back. Ava Holman on the floor. Also in the backcourt, Alicia Bates. Up front, Nicole Lillard. Izzy John, Michaela Kuntz starting 5 for head coach Arthur Crutch. They get it down to the block. John too far under, kicks it out. Kuntz on the wing. Now on top, Lillard. Off to the right. Bates. Bates on the floor. Double team comes back out. Lillard. Good D by Edina. Off a pick. Kuntz a three-pointer.
That was a fresh-looking 3. She had some great trajectory and rained down the 3.
Quick shot the other way. Rebound Kuntz, and she got fouled from behind by Grusing. Her second. That'll be the first team foul on Edina. And I don't think the head coach, Jamie Guard Chapman, wanted a quick shot like that.
No, that was a little early in the possession. And they just came down previously and really worked it inside and cashed in a couple of points there. But absolutely right. She wants them to spend some time working defensively. That is Champlin before they shoot.
Lillard right at the key. Puts it on the floor, down to the block, had it blocked. That was Fleming who blocked it away, and now Edina the ball. Nelson out in the wing. Good defense on the perimeter by Kuntz, and then Holman goes down to the deck to tie up Grusing. And on that jump ball, Champlin Park's going to get it.
60-52, Maple Grove trailing, and CCX bringing it to us.
Another game in the Lake Conference Northwest Suburban Challenge tonight. Kuntz drives in, gets the bucket. She's on fire. 5.5, and the Rebels have a 1-point lead.
Coming out, the Rebels just look a little bit more calm and confident on their offensive sets. Meanwhile, the Hornets
Three down in the corner.
And of
Stotts.
course, give it to Stotts. Stops and pops from that corner. The three previous possessions for Edina, they were dribbling a lot, looked a little rattled and out of control, and turned it over. This time they get it to the corner. Stotts hits that three-ball corner pocket. I think she has a 13.
Three-pointers, Joe, and John gave her a little room and hit it over the top of Izzy John.
I always say nothing is better than a stocking stuffer like a three-point shot. And 'tis the season, as you can see from the logo below. And Edina has jumped back out to that 2-point lead. But I did like the sets that the Rebels were coming down and getting. And that, the results were just one from three and one on the baseline, both by Kuntz. So getting into that rhythm is such a huge. And both these coaches really trying to find their rotations here early in the season. And I will tell you one that has been just active along the way too since early start is certainly with Champlin Park and Holman. She has 9 points, but looked comfortable out there since then Counts has taken the lead.
Yeah, 5 quick points for, and here she is with the lead. Double digits down to the block. Knocked away from Kuntz. And is an Elson. Now Edina fires it ahead and throws it away. Good job by Holman. They tried to get it on the near sideline to Richter, but no chance for Abby Richter to grab that one. That was a hot one. Look out in the first row of the bleachers. See, I wouldn't have been paying attention. I would have got hit. Probably would have had to call in sick to work tomorrow.
Well, you might have been looking at that scoreboard, making sure it was accurate while that pass was coming in too. I think
I'm never going to live that.
But Rebels really starting to challenge the ball after a loss of possession. Instead of just running down the court, they're really picking up and challenging, and you can see that pressure caused that turnover.
Down in the corner, Holman a three, got it. Holman has 12 to grab the team lead. Rebels up by 1. They got a good one. Under 15 to go in the game. Leaner from inside the free throw line, off by Nelson, but the foul comes first on the Rebels in the half.
I think that'll go on Bates.
That'll be her third, first Rebel with 3. Warwa had 2 in limited time off the bench in a half number 1. Nelson, 2 points tonight, make it 3.
I'm not sure what the percentage is for Edina, the free throw line, but it's been impressive here thus far. They've a good free throw shooting squad.
I could tell you if I could read my own writing. 34-33. Edina makes another one. Nelson has 4. And Champlin Park the ball. Lillard open at for a 3. That's no good. Followed her own shot. Couldn't get the board. Here comes Edina the other way. Campbell over to the left. 3-pointer no good. Weak side rebound picked up there by Stotts. Fires it cross court. Getting bumped. Campbell the runner up. Off no good. Campbell got her own rebound and got fouled.
That's on Bates as well.
Second team foul on the Rebels. And now that's 4 on. No, they say 3. I'll stick with that for the moment. I'm not going to argue too loudly. Campbell at the line. Campbell has 4. Oh, no good. Edina up by 1.
In and out, Grusing, who started the game in this half, sat down for a couple of minutes, got some instructions through Coach Chapman, and now she's back out.
Campbell's second one does fall, and she has 5. 35-33, a little mini 3-0 run by Edina.
It's been that way probably the last 10 minutes of the game. A team goes on a spurt.
Inside, Lillard, the feed from Coates.
Hey, she barely had possession, but she didn't bring it down. She kept it up and flicked those wrists and found the bottom of the net.
Campbell, tough shot, left hand, and the rebound by Grusing is good, and a chance for a three-point play. Oh, they're really hitting the glass. She has 4.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's the one thing, Steve, you've seen is they all crash that net. They have protection in case somebody tries that breakaway, but meanwhile, everyone, 5'10", 5'11", they're all crashing the net, drawing those fouls and then cashing in on the free throws.
And she converts 5 points, and now a timeout on the floor. 13:43 to go in the game, and Edina in this seesaw battle back up by 3. Once again, their big lead, 25-19. Champlin Park has been up by 3. We've been tied a couple of times already in the half. And once again, the pace has really picked up. To give you an idea, 6 minutes into the game, it was 7-6 Champlin Park. And since then, the teams have been shooting quite a bit better.
That it has. And you know, that's the thing that we had seen in Edina in that first game of the season against Moundsview. It took them about a half to start kicking it into gear. And here is that need to know by Joe for you. At half, they had a 2-point lead, 31-29 lead. That is Edina at half over Moundsview in their first game of the season. Then they went out to outscored their opponent 75-48 for a final. And I'm curious to see if we see that, but that's that significant need to know by Joe. Let's see if they can kick it in or the Rebels can kind of find their zone in the second half.
Lillard to John, dribbles out of there, out on the left. Holman, 3-ball. Heel of the rim, no good. Long rebound hauled in by Nelson. She'll run the floor, kick it ahead. Richter inside, now back out. Grusing hit the free throw line, Jay.
They're getting that ball moving down to a tee. They went high, low, and back up.
Quick shot by the Rebels, knocked away. They're up by 5, and they have the ball. Here's Stotts. 3 3-pointers in the game, and the team lead with 13. Campbell on top. Out on the right, Grusing. That 3, no. Rebound out of there to Kuntz. She'll come the other way. Down the lane, pull up from 10 and hit it. She's been on fire in the half. 7 points, 13 in the game.
She led the rush down the court. No one picked her up, so she went inside the lane and took a little bunny from about 6 feet. Nothing but net.
Stotts, 3-ball again. She has 16.
And she is just starting to get hot. 2 for 2 in the second half here for 3 for Stotts.
Orwa now on top, Lillard. Lillard drives in right of the lane, put up a shot off the rim. It hung on and fell out of there. Campbell the other way. Campbell gives it up, driving into the paint, putting up a little runner. No, rebound Lillard.
Edina knows what they want to do on offense. They're just driving into the lane, passing, but unable to accomplish.
Left-handed layup. She has another bucket. 9 in the half, 15 in the game.
Hey, Kuntz is in the zone. She is feeling it and just looking for that ball. Completely different player than we saw in the first half.
Yeah, terrific. They get it into Campbell. Campbell hands it out. Grusing. Stotts wanted the 3. Now she'll drive in. May have traveled. No call. Kuntz tight roll back, grabs the ball. Rebels down by 4. They fire it into John. It's knocked away. Good defense by Richter. Ahead. Shot up. No. Followed by Grusing. Well, the missed shot by Stotts, but Grusing there for the follow.
Boy, Stotts could tell she had a lone rebounder, a trailer all alone, and more effective to try to put it off that board. So she forced that shot, and Grusing the rebound and the putback.
7 in the half, 9 in the game. Morwa shot, no. Almost got her own rebound. Hornets grab. Grusing, outlet, Campbell, all the way. Blocked by Lillard. Now up to Stotts, a 3, no, a rare miss. Long rebound to the corner and out, Rebels ball.
Lillard has those quick hands and so athletic. And she blocked the shot of the Hornets player as tried to put in that layup in the follow-up. Good play for the Rebels. And a chance that would have pushed that lead to 8. But now it's a 6-point deficit.
Sani rolls over the Cardinals. You see it there.
That was huge. 81-39. Wow.
That one thrown away down on the block.
Brings us that.
Jaden Spann. Ball loose. Rebels playing good D. Stotts along the baseline. Partially blocked. Grabbed there by Holman. Holman, she's going to go all the way. Misses shot. Back and forth they go. Warwa can't get it. Now it's Lillard back to Warwa. Rebels. Warwa at the line. Holman 3. Got it! 6.5. 15 in the game. 45-42. Right of the lane. Shot no good. Rebound. Fought for. Tied up by Lillard. A frantic pace in this one right now.
I would say in the NFL, there would have been penalties whistled on the cornerback for some of these that they've let go on a couple of the transitions, but they're letting them play.
On the inbound of the block, stolen by Lillard, and then did she step out of bounds?
She did.
Apparently so.
But I like that tenacity on defense. And you see those hands again, bounce pass. Bounce passes are tough to get that hand on, and she just took possession of that ball, unfortunately, stepped on the baseline.
Stotts gets a breather with 16 points. For Edina, down in the corner. Fleming gets it inside, up and in.
Again.
Boy, good feed there, Thornton in the bucket.
Yep, so it's one of the times where good rotation. And they found a wide open post player.
Rebels trying to force it inside. Savannah Bologna, 9th grader. Nice give and go, easy layup. Nelson off the feet on top from Fleming.
I like to call that the give and Joe because in high school I used to fake the pass to the open player and shoot. But that time they cashed into Edina on that beautiful give and go.
Kuntz came up with it, threw it away. Back the other way. Richter got the bucket. Rebels need a timeout. 51-42. Hornets by 9.
I'll tell you, the Rebels, a major push to get this thing close. Coming on the heels of Kuntz and Holman, both with 15 for the Rebels. But you're seeing Edina right now with a little bit more balanced attack, and they're getting their scoring from about 4 to 5 players, but they just kind of feel like there's more of a flow offensively right now. Here you get a look at Edina. Edina will travel to or play Centennial. It's going to be in the tourney in Hopkins that they're having this weekend. In fact, Champlin Park playing in that same tourney. Lakeville South, then they're host Burnsville, and they'll go to Egan and St. Louis Park. It is called the Tip-Off Classic at Hopkins, and Champlin Park will be playing Prior Lake in that Tip-Off Classic on the 4th, and then they host Maple Grove, Spring Lake Park, and then they're at Robbinsdale Armstrong, and then host the Tino Grace. That's coming up as the season just underway, and boy, the Rebels have really started to hit and feel it here in the second half. But right now, the Hornets playing just a step or two better.
Yeah, it's all started with their D. They've made it really tough on the Rebels as of late. Defensively out on the wing, John on top, Kuntz. They drive in, put it up with the left hand, missed the shot, and the rebound. No second chances either. Fullerton the board for Edina. Fullerton's going to dribble ahead, and she's going to get fouled. And that foul's going to go on Holman the way it looks. 4th team foul on Champlin Park. They trail by 9. Kuntz, actually a foul on Kuntz, her 3rd.
It's tough to get her off the court. She's been hot here in the second half.
Fleming.
She has 3 fouls, and they cannot wait long to get her back in that lineup.
Thorson now on top. Fullerton back over to the left. 3 ball, no good. A rebound. Scrambled for. And they've really been getting after it as well on the offensive glass. We talked about their defensive rebounding as they cranked it up. And now the Rebels are going to get it. And sitting down over there is Thorson, checking back into the game. The dangerous Dorothy Stotts. 4 3-pointers in the game, 16 points. She's on the floor. She leads all. Rebels led by Holman with 15. They get it down to the block. John trying to find room. Shot no good. Great defense by Richter. Wouldn't give up any ground. Hornets back the other way, up by 9, trying to extend their big lead. Nelson to the top, Fleming. Back to the left. Nelson 3, short. Rebound, fought for, grabbed by Holman, fouled coming out of there. Good job by Ava Holman, the sophomore.
Saw that three-point attempt front of the rim. I thought Holman might get that thing stripped away, but she did a nice job of navigating it. She laying and drawing the foul.
Rebels need to get a good look. Here, down by 9, coming up on 7 to go in the game. Still plenty of time. Getting the ball there. Mariah Pates into the game for the first time. Now it's Lillard. Pates on top, turns around, 18-footer, no. Rebound Lillard, up but drew the foul. Didn't hit the shot, but a good job getting that much-needed rebound.
How active is Lillard without the ball? She just manages to cut, move, and get herself in position. She got that rebound, put it right back up, and drew a foul.
Well, on Maren Fullerton, her 4th. First Hornet with 4. Their team fouls 3. Champlin Park 4. By the way, their free throw is made. And she got them both. 4 in the half, 7 in the game for Lillard. Here comes Edina. Stotts wanted that 3, and they kick it out. Nelson. Stotts, 3. Got it. Boy, they got to find her. She has 19. 54-43. Hornets by 11.
Boy, she had time to take a deep breath, receive that ball, take a deep breath, get her feet set, and launched another 3.
Actually, 54-44. Hornets by double digits. And we have substitutions as John and Kuntz comes into the game for Champlin Park.
Biggest lead of the night here for either team. At 10 for Edina.
Here come the Hornets. They led by 2 at the half, 27-25. And now it's Campbell. Fleming again. Now Stotts. 5 3-pointers. Grusing in there. Over to the right. They're trying to get Stotts a look. Down in the corner, Fleming. And we have a timeout on Edina. 6 to go in the game. Hornets by 10. And they have just cranked it up a notch defensively in this one. They've made it very difficult for the Rebels. One thing they've definitely been able to do is deny the ball to Izzy John. She just has 1 point in the post. And here's what we got coming up on QCTV.
Little live and local, Ramsey on 12-3. Then we've got some girls hockey. Again, Andover hosting Armstrong Cooper. We saw them beat Benilde St. Margaret earlier, just last weekend. And meanwhile, boys basketball, Fridley is at Anoka. And girls hockey again, that'll be a great battle. Andover at Anoka.
Yeah, quite a rivalry there. Andover girls hockey off to a solid start. Another good team, plenty of scoring, outstanding goaltending. They got all the ingredients again to make a run.
Boy, I'll tell you, FT full throttle. It seems like whenever you watch them play, and exploding out of their end of the ice, and great play. And of course, Melissa, Coach Volk has them tuned in already from the start.
Saw him in their opener. You were there, Joe, our rinkside reporter. Driving in, Campbell. Shot off the top of the backboard. They've got to call that one and give the ball to the Rebels. So the Rebels down by 10. Certainly a danger zone with 5:49 to go.
We're going to see maybe if Champlin Park will go into like a 1-2-2 trap maybe or something to try to change the momentum here.
Edina been gradually pulling away. Holman on the elbow. Further out, Kuntz, high arcing three. Heel of the rim, no good. Rebound tapped around. And the board grabbed by Stotts. Stotts trying to run. Gives it up on the wing. All the way in for the layup. Running the floor beautifully was Thorson. And it's 56-44.
That's the 6th assist of the night as well.
John caught it in the paint, got fouled. And the Rebels are going to hang on to the ball.
And Stotts, she can see that floor extremely well. And boy, you just watch her survey it. And she waits for a trailer to get a little farther down the court before she hits him on the pass. And that's what she did last time.
Kuntz into the paint, shot no good. Good position defensively for the board. Thorson.
Since Kuntz has picked up that 3rd foul, she's been scoreless.
Stotts down the lane, right-handed layup, no good. Stotts was out of bounds. 5 3-pointers in the game, 10 at the half, 19 now in the game to lead all. And she has been a difference maker from the perimeter. And really, she's also done a good job distributing as well. She has some assists in the ball game, some key rebounds in this game tonight.
I mentioned earlier she's going to the Coast Guard Academy. I believe that's out in Annapolis.
Bates inside. Lillard couldn't hit the shot. Sticks with it and puts it up and in.
I like that engine. I mean, she is always going. Man, keeps those feet moving. Good job, Lillard.
Then it's stolen away. Here come the Rebels. Bates all the way in. Missed the shot. Rebound Edina. Too bad. Here's Nelson. The Hornets up by 10. Nelson to the middle and Campbell. Campbell to the cutter. Tough shot. That runner off by Richter. And here comes Bates again for Champlin Park. Out on the wing, Holman, high arcing three, long, no good. Rebound Lillard, further out, Kuntzer, three. That no good over the backboard. It stays alive, knocked out of bounds by Edina. Champlin Park's going to hang on with under 4 to go in the game.
Good board work there by the Rebels. A couple of offensive rebounds to extend this possession. Off to a couple of missed threes, but Kuntz trying to get back into that zone that she was in prior to taking the bench after her 3rd foul.
Holman and Kuntz lead the way with 15 points for Champlin Park. They're down by 10. Under 4 to go in the game. Driving, shot by Bates, and it falls. Almost stolen away by Holman. Edina has it. Here's Stotts all the way in. Layup. He's got 21.
And another steal.
She steals it away, gives it up. Campbell missed the layup. Rebound Kuntz and a foul on Edina.
Stotts would have a double-double if they would make a couple of those little bunnies inside. But boy, did she see that pass. And boy, the lane just opened up. Her head was up, kept her dribble going on that last possession, found a lane. And
very impressed by Dorothy Stotts, the senior. 10 at the half, now 21 in the game. 5 3-pointers. Mel hands it off. Kuntz free throw line jumper. Misses everything. Lillard saves it in, but it's to the Hornets. Edina now the other way, and Nelson. Out of the middle, Fleming. Stotts. He's going to drive, give it up beautifully. Fleming the layup.
Assist number 8.
Pretty. Fleming's on the border, first bucket there, courtesy of the assist. Down to John on the block, fade away. Off with the left hand, went down deep, popped out. And the rebound was grabbed there by Richter. Just hung in there defensively. Didn't foul. Now it's Stotts. Down in the corner, Fleming. Into Campbell. Spin move. Left-handed shot up and in.
Wow, that scoop was quick. Explosive off that dribble.
Down by 14. Coming up on 2 to go in the game. Kuntz in. Off no good. Followed her own shot. Rebound scrambled for. Now it's Holman. Up and off the glass. Holman, 8.5, 17 in the game, 62-50.
Looked like Kuntz had rolled her ankle.
That is not good.
They had to call the timeout. I hope it's not that, and maybe it's a cramp.
Could be.
First game of the season, but they'll take a look at that. And again, Holman now with 17 has the team lead. Kuntz was really hitting threes, hitting runners, and put up 15 points, and then she got that third foul. And since she's come off the bench, she has not scored. She went to the bench with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second half. And meanwhile, she came back in with about 6 minutes, but just not able to get that fill back in. Meanwhile, you look at Edina, they're looking to move to 2-0 and a player of the game. Stotts the press. That's it. Stotts and Pops. I'm trying to throw all these at you to even get a reaction, but Dorothy Stotts had 17 in their win versus Mounds View for Edina, and already tonight she has 21, our player of the game. She also has what I had counted 8 assists. Well, she sees that court so well, just a floor general, but also able to hit those threes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's been really good in every part of the game, and her three-pointers have just been too much for Champlin Park to overcome in the ball game tonight, Joe. That's for sure. Leading the way with 21. And I've been impressed by what Edina's been able to do defensively. They've made it very difficult for Champlin Park inside and outside in this game. They have not had a lot of good looks. They've had to work for every bit of the 50 points here tonight. Here's Campbell over that Rebel logo. Here's Fleming. Down in the far corner, Richter further outside.
A team that went 5-14 last year, Edina, really got some valuable experience. And
inside, stolen away by Holman. Tried to hit the cutter. Holman stepped in front. Ava Holman to the free throw line. Double clutches, drives into the block, turned away. Now further out on the wing, that's Warwa. And now Lillard. Mel threw it away. Thought Lillard was going to be there, and she cut the other way. Too bad. Edina ball, 1:05 to go in the game. They're up by 12. Mel's going to sit down. Ashley Mel, senior, had 3 points, three-pointer in the first half. And now it's Nelson. 1 to go. Cutter Fleming off a hand, out of bounds, Rebel ball.
You know, that surprises me because Fleming is actually going to play lacrosse at Columbia University. And that was one of those lacrosse leads that you catch. And she was unable to control that. Nice pass.
Columbia's pretty good. I've heard of that.
I'll give them an A for adequate. But they are.
Good school. Good for her. Lacrosse, a great sport. And I'm really excited to see lacrosse this spring. I'm not wishing the winter sports season away, but now with all the artificial turf in all the stadiums here in the Anoka-Hennepin School District, we're going to see a much improved lacrosse product for sure. Because it was just a big disadvantage on the beat-up natural grass early in the spring. So it should be good for lacrosse here this spring.
Absolutely.
For all the schools, Anoka, Andover, Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, Blaine. Mel on top, gives it up. This is Bates. Warwa tries the three, partially blocked. Rebound Fleming. Outlets Campbell. Campbell's going to hand it off to Nelson. She's going to give it up to Campbell, and she'll get the left-handed layup. Pretty play there.
Well, they just keep their head up.
Campbell has 9. Warwood drives into the paint. Left-handed shot on the runner, no good. Rebound Stotts. 10 to go in the game. Edina's going to win it. Stotts works toward the corner and is going to dribble it out. The Edina Hornets win their second of the year, 64-50 over the Champlin Park Rebels. The Rebels fall in their home opener and season opener tonight. They are led in the game by Ava Holman with 17. Meanwhile, our player of the game, Edina's Dorothy Stotts with 21, including 5 3-pointers, leads the way. Any final thoughts, Joe?
Hey, you know what? You could tell that Edina had a chance to get that first game before this one underneath them, had their legs going and a good flow on offense. I think Champlin Park had a good contest, a good challenge. They just kind of know where they're going here the rest of the league. So looking forward to seeing the Rebels in game 2, 3, and 4.
All right. It's been a lot of fun. Big thanks to our crew led by Taylor Johnson. Big thanks to Joe Rulin and for you tuning in tonight. Once again, Edina beats Champlin Park tonight. Girls Hoops, 64-50 here on QCTV. Good night.